Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's complete to Jones.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 19 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Throwing on third, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
80 weapons.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The completion to Ritter. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Fuller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a carry here for their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Set, ready? 60 or. Look at me. Door. Get it.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Down. 18 Gator. Leo. Let's go.
On 2nd down now. It's Fuller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Check 4. Watch tight end.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that, because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. Yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Fuller, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now gone. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Those... Three safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. We have hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big run there by Gurley. 45 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
180.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. any player he wants on his team. He wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Usually the big fella is a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
We go. 60 out more. You must be dreaming. Now.
Second and 13. There's that man again. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll try the left side. Fuller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Pilot, 64.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fuller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Watch left. He's tight right there. Hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not
that
mistaken,
does,
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Goff. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves.
And that's caught inside the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
10 Lobo.
2 times, 2 times. We got 3 down, 3 down.
Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Fuller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Topper! Go!
And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 60 or.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. 4 down, 4 down.
Smooth.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go. The game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And the kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Goff and the Rams down by a field goal, a minute 6 to play. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
15-1. 51.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hit it.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Lions,